Hey guys, I wanted to show you this quick object lesson. As you know, we've been talking about freedom and the freedom that Christ gives us. So I wanted to read this scripture to you today that will really pull this together and make this object lesson come together with what Christ tells us. So in Matthew 11, starting in verse 29 to 30, Jesus says, "Take my yoke upon you, let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light." What a promise that Jesus gives us, that he's going to give us freedom. It's not freedom that we can create of ourselves, but Jesus gives us that freedom. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this object lesson. So here, this cup will represent us. It's sort of light. There's no liquid inside of it. So this is us before sin comes into our lives. So very light, no really heaviness to it. But then sin comes along, which will be this water, and it's going to fill up the cup and make it heavier. So this is a burden that we take on that we can't handle. It's now heavy. We have to walk around with this sin that just bothers us. And Jesus says that he wants to take on that burden. He wants to take on our sin. That's what he came to the cross to do. So here is Jesus, and he says, "Let me take your burden." So we're going to give the burden that's on us over to Jesus. So now you can see we're light again. There's no sin. Jesus took on our sin. So, like I said, Jesus came to earth. He said that he came to give us freedom. That burden, that water that was inside of our cup, we could never get rid of. As you could see, there was no other place for me to put the water. It was us and there was Jesus. So we had two places. Either we hold on to the burden ourselves and it's very heavy and it can wear at us, or we can pass it over to Jesus and he can take it on and we can be light again. So we're going to see Jesus takes that on, but Jesus doesn't just hold it, he gets rid of it. So we're going to see Jesus taking on the burden. So you guys probably expect that the water is going to pour out of this cup because we just put water into it. Let's see. Wow. You guys saw me put the water in the cup, right? Into Jesus. He took on the burden, but no water is coming out. Jesus frees us from that sin, and he sets us free, and it doesn't take him on. He doesn't carry it. He gets rid of it. It's remembered no more. So I wanted to show you guys that cool object lesson and know that Jesus made us free and he bought us that freedom, and it's only something that he can do.